History of hip-hop, what does it mean to you? And if you are using this as a platform to explain to the world, you know, internationally now, what hip-hop is and what it stands for, what does it stand for you?
What hip-hop stands for me or means to me is like, I don't know, I just look at where I came from as far as like, I grew up on LL Cool J, De La Soul, BDP, so that area, like I kind of wanted to follow in those footsteps, you know what I mean? And it's like, hip-hop was graffiti art, hip-hop was breakdancing, hip-hop was a whole lot of stuff that rap isn't. It really means a lot to me to just uphold the flag of having integrity and doing some cool stuff. That's what it means to me, because when I look at our forefathers and when I look at our old work ethics and stuff like that, it was always top-notch. There was always somebody kicking you in the ass about, yo, your shit ain't tight.
When I think of hip-hop, I think of Slick Rick, KRS-One, Public Enemy. Those artists right there, you know, they use hip-hop to send a message. Back then it was a little, and the message was positive. Slick Rick was like, he had a song talking about, you know, children's story. He gave an example of what happens when you go down the wrong path, and you know what I mean? And so like hip-hop to me, it allowed one person to send out a message to a whole generation of people that were really lost before it came about. If it wasn't for hip hop, what would I do? I would be going to church, like trying to find an answer there. I mean, nothing against religion, but honestly, it didn't make sense.
Hip-hop was a premise for young people to be able to communicate to not only to young people, but to everyone who would listen between the lines. Like, I loved Eminem because it's like I can listen between the lines. Some people were offended by the things that he would say or whatever, but it's like you gotta know when shit is shock factor and fun, and you know, like, you gotta listen between the lines.
Erykah Badu got a song, go get Erykah Badu album, and it's called The Healer, and she break down what hip-hop is, and she covered it all beautifully.
Also, I'm not gonna say what hip-hop is not, because a lot of people nowadays say what's going on is not hip-hop. Honestly, I get into the Young Jeezys, I get into all of that, like a lot of things, a lot of artists that people will say that it's not hip-hop. I'm into it because to me, it kind of represents, it reflects the times. You know, yeah, we're at war, so it's like you're not going to hear a lot of peaceful messages in the music.
Since you were talking earlier about, you know, what you were wearing when you went to your first concert, you know, I want to know what you're going to wear the first day of the Rock the Bells tour.
I'm gonna look real saucy. I got something special for the ladies out there.
Uh-oh.
It's going down.
A serious question, I know.
I don't really have an idea, but I know it's going to have something to do with jeans and some white sneakers.
There you go. Now you'll know. If you missed the first show, you got to go to the second show, because they're not going to tell you what they're wearing during the second show.
Oh, I can tell you. Same thing I want for the first. Ask them.
Thanks so much, you guys. I wish you guys luck and have fun over yonder, overseas in Japan and in Europe, and represent for us over there.
Yes, yes.